Oh, jeez. Okay. So past few days. Past it. We've had one hell of a fucked up week, right? And I will kind of go through everything and talk about it. Pretty much. So. Oh God. Okay. I don't really have like I didn't really structure it like with the first time that like I talked about this situation. I kind of structured it in my mind how I would talk about it. This one I don't really have as much of a good structure to talk about it. And so I'll kind of pick up where I left off last time, which is my dad, he did a test, and the test said that, like, his fucking liver enzymes, it was like supposed to be 120, and it was like 2,000. And like the nurse's assistant, or like whatever assistant comes in, and she's like, yeah, by the way, you gotta go to the fucking hospital right now. And so we send him over there. Holy shit, not good, right? And so they didn't necessarily know what was wrong with it, and so they did an operation, and they put a stent in around it. And they also did a biopsy on, like, there was like a mass that was like kind of obstructing, I guess, like from the gallbladder to the liver or something like that. I'm not a fucking doctor, okay? I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. But basically, I guess I'll just come out and say it, right? I'm just going to say it straight up, flat out. They think they can, with chemo and like a degree of surgery, remove it. But my dad's got pancreatic fucking cancer. That's it. That's what fucking happened. And we found out about that maybe, no, not, no, it was yesterday. So, yep, that's right. Oh, fuck, that's right. And so he goes, and like, so they do the surgery, and they don't even know like what it was or anything like that. Sad. Yeah, he's 78, right? And we're going to try to fight through it. We're maintaining optimism. There's a degree of, like there's a plan of action. We're going to move forward. I mean, he survived 6 fucking pneumonias, a million other fucking things. And at the end of the day, we're going to do our best, right? But that's where we're at. So that's why I took the day off. Yesterday, he calls me because they didn't, like, so the day before that, they did the operation and did all the tests. And so the doctor calls me, and they explain, they're like, yeah, we're pretty sure it's cancer, etc. And so I'm on the phone with my dad, and I'm like, yeah. So did you talk to the doctor? And he's like, yeah, a little bit about it. Now I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, they just called me. And I'm like, yeah, they said it was cancer. And, I'm explaining everything to him. He's like, oh, yeah? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, first time hearing of that. And I'm like, yep. They never even told him. And so I told him over the phone. He didn't even know that. And so then yesterday he goes and calls me. And he's like, yep, by the way, yeah, they think it's pancreatic cancer, and that's what it is. And he calls me. This is like 12:40 p.m., right? And I usually go live at 1 p.m. Sorry, 12:40. So it's like maybe, yeah, it's like 20 minutes before I go live. So after he tells me he has pancreatic cancer, they're going to have to do chemo and everything, he's like, so, you going to go live? And I'm like, no. He's like, why not? I'm like, I'm kind of stressed. He says, why? I'm like, well, I just found out my dad has pancreatic cancer. I'm like, yeah, what is it? So they checked, they finally found out that, what do you call it? It has not metastasized anywhere else, anything like that. And, honestly, I feel like his hospital visit was so fucking frustrating. He was so mad about it that I don't even think that he had time to be upset or worried about the cancer, because the nurses and everybody there was pissing him off the entire time. So I don't think that he was really stressed out about it. He was just pissed off because he couldn't fucking sleep. So I finally got him home. I got him home last night, or not last night, yesterday in the afternoon. And hospitals suck. Yeah, they fucking suck. And anyway, it was actually 2 days ago that I found out about it. Yesterday is the day I got him home. And so, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. And you can be annoyed. It was annoyed to be scared. Yeah, I mean, and it is scary. It's very scary. You know what stage? No, we're not sure. They have, like, their idea on it. Obviously, like, they've gone through everything, and they have, like, a treatment plan, etc. Pancreatic cancer, I mean, I'll just be straight up. It's one of the bad ones. It's one of the really, really bad ones. But they have an idea that they think that they can approach it in, a way that's effective, right? It's the worst, pretty much one of the worst ones. But the fact is that we got so fucking lucky. Because my dad wasn't even supposed to get the appointment that day for them to do the test. He wasn't even supposed to get the test, except for he just randomly brought it up. And he wasn't even supposed to have that person. So like 3 or 4 different stars aligned that even gave us the opportunity, because he'd be probably fucking dead, right, at this point, if it wasn't treated and they didn't know what was going on. Because like his liver wasn't working at all. Like again, they said acute liver failure, right? Now, if I hear that, that sounds really bad. And apparently it is. And so that's it. Miracles do happen. Well, we've already had a couple of miracles. We have. We got to count on a few more of them for things to go ahead and, work out the right way. But, and I want to say that my dad is obviously, he always tells me how much he appreciates you guys. Everybody, I'll show him comments and everything of people being positive. He really appreciates it and says, thank you. And, it means a lot to him. And so don't, he says take he's not religious, but he'll take all the prayers he can get, okay? And this is right after he got over his 6th pneumonia. Like, this is pneumonia number 6 in 2 years. 2 years, 6 fucking pneumonias. And so anyway, you're stoic? No, I've had a couple of days to process it. And also, I'm stressed. Yeah, I'm really stressed. I'm really upset. It's not a good day to be me. It's a worse day to be him. But the fact is that we're doing our best, and that's life. And you've got to keep going, and you do, and you try. You put your best foot forward, and you try to endure, and that's all it takes, man. And so hope he's okay. Yeah, I know it's really bad, and it is what it fucking is. Yeah, it is what it is. And so, keep him off any sugar. Yeah, I mean, I think that they've definitely had a number of dietary things for him, and he's going to take care of that. And so, intravenous tractor, without that ever happening, we would have never known he actually had cancer. Yeah, exactly. Oh, bless your attitude. I mean, again, like I try to be as as strong as I can be, and has I guess like direct as I can be and honest about this, and that's just what I tried to do every day. And it's hard, and that's why I had to take, honestly, as I've said, any day that I'm not streaming, there's probably a reason. I'm probably more stressed out than if I was streaming. And stay positive. I'll stay positive right until the end. No matter when it comes, I will. And so that's really where I'm at. What's his condition now? Oh, I talked to him earlier today. He's fine. He's fine. He's at home talking, and yesterday he had no problem sitting on the phone for hours complaining about the nurses and the hospital visit for plenty of time, and that's it. So he complained. He complained a lot, and so that's his surgery scheduled already. No, it's not. They've got to do. They're going to come together, and he's calling. Hey, you're on speaker.
Hello, pal.
Hey.
Hey, just happened to tune in.
What, I miss anything?
Well, you got a couple of things. I got a thing on my screen here that says failed to load module. What does that mean?
I'll look at it later on when I come over.
Okay. Anyway, I might have gotten another PA, physician's assistant, but I specifically told them not the one that I had before.
Nah, because his sodium was low, and this woman crashed the fuck out about it. She said, you need to go to the hospital. He's like, what do you mean? I'm just gonna eat beef jerky. Shut the fuck up. And so, I remember that.
I do. I said I just do like I did in Florida and in Nam. I just eat little handfuls of sugar. I mean
salt. Yeah.
And in the last place I'm going is the fucking hospital. walks in there like her fucking hair's on fire, and holy shit, you know.
Yeah.
Calm the fuck down. And did you look at my record with my family doctor?
Yeah.
Silence. No. I fucking salt has been low my whole fucking life. And so, that's one of the reasons I don't get all bloated up with water and shit. And I stay slim.
Yeah.
You know, so, and Jane, what the fuck does she know? So, but this one I got now, Zach, Amber called this morning.
That's her name, yeah.
And I was on the phone for like, I don't know.
You said 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was a long time. And she'll be checking on me and keeping up with me. She kept up with me all weekend. Kept checking on the stuff and keeping up on it. Like she's one of the good guys.
Did she bring up the sodium?
No.
No, how about that?
Well, the sodium. Oh no. We didn't talk about it. We talked about the
No, I was just joking around.
potassium a little bit.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
I forgot to ask her about the fucking potassium. But anyway, oh yeah, I'm gonna just I'm getting ready. Get this, I got up at like I don't remember what time I got up. It was late, you know. And I told you earlier, I think it's 10 o'clock or something. Right now, I'm just now finally eating fucking breakfast. It's been my back from where that other doctor wrenched my fucking neck around after I had those neck fusions and all, you know? So,
See, this is what I was talking about with you complaining about the whole fucking thing. Yeah, that's all you spent all that time just getting it, because it was fucked. That shit was fucked. This past like 5 days.
He says, yeah, oh, his neck is okay. I can go ahead with with the operation. You know, where
they put the stent in. Yeah.
Yeah, and so for you guys listening, a stent. They got a mass in my stomach. Did you already tell them about this?
Yeah. I told him about the whole fucking thing.
Okay, with a stent. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, so this guy. He says, it's fine. The nurse standing right next to him was there all the time. And that guy, by the way, was an assistant surgeon or whatever it is. The guy that came in my room and talked to me about it, he seemed to know a lot more. I don't know. I guess he's training that guy.
Hopefully.
But, the nurse is standing right next to him, shaking her fucking head. And he just goes ahead. But pissed me off.
Yep.
But and especially when I got up there and I had to take all that oxycodone.
Yeah.
They kept feeding it to me until I couldn't take a shit and couldn't eat because it don't come out and you fill it up down there. And I ain't got that big a stomach. I ain't some fatso like the one that was in the goddamn bed before me. Holy shit. That bed had a ridge down the middle where the crack of her ass was. Or his ass. Who knows? His or her ass.
They're fat as fuck either way.
Yeah, and, remember that thing on the ceiling we saw that was, they used for loading fat in the bed? They had a little crane in the ceiling, you guys, on a track. So they can load them up next to it and then move them over onto the fucking bed.
I don't think it's gonna be good enough. It only goes up to 625 pounds. Like nowadays, that might not work.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think they put it in there because the one that was in the bed before me.
Yeah.
Two big gullies where their ass cheeks were.
Yeah.
So try to get comfortable in that bed after this guy's already wrenched around I had 4 fusions in my neck and a vertebra collapse and a rebuild on that. And,
yeah.
Wake the fuck up. And then the guy comes in later. He's real friendly and all. And I'm not going to shit on the guy, but I'd like to. Actually, I'd like to kick his fucking ass. you know, teach him a little bit about fucking sore neck with a baseball bat. So, anyway.
All right. Well, sounds
about it or anything.
sounds good. All right.
Anyway, kicking my ass this morning.
Yeah. All right.
And I took a couple of my usual pain meds
Yeah.
instead of the high power shit. Save that for when it gets really bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, Zach was right. I really do appreciate the well wishes, guys. What's weird about lately for me is I get fucking emotional about shit.
You have been.
Not my way. Not my way to get choked up.
Nope.
I do. And I can't believe how good you guys are to me. I watch the chat stream, and everybody else gets shit on. You know, Zach gets shit on all the time because you know, other viewers, we all know who that is. Come on and brigade him with bullshitters in there, and I figured I get get hammered, you know.
Yeah.
You know, at least by some people, but hardly any. Everybody's like Purple Hearts, which is so appropriate because, man, I got a Bronze Star, but I don't have any Purple Hearts.
I thought you had 2 Bronze Stars.
No, like 2 Army Commendation Medals for, one of them for Valor, actually, and 1 for service. And, anyway, number 1 mission in Nam.
Don't get a Purple Heart. Yeah.
Blue Purple Heart. And then I learned later that I get, you know, like 10% preference on our government jobs and all. I say, oh, shit. I should have taken a Purple Heart for a couple of injuries. But I could have qualified, but I'm not going to be a pussy, and I didn't get shot or anything. So, anyway, I appreciate all that, and I got other people, friends, you know, actually, you know, good friends. Although, one thing the old men told me back in Florida, when I'd be working on their houses when I was a carpentry contractor.
Yeah.
They'd be walking around with me, you know, chattering and telling me what to do, you know, and, you know, some 1920s way to do something. And and they say, the worst thing about getting old, Bobby, is that all your friends die. And that is so true. All my friends, even younger guys, way younger than me, you know, a motorcycle wreck took out one of my best, very, very, very best friends. And 49 years old, he was a genius, but he lost it. He lost it because it's this other shit he wanted to kill. I still want to kill him.
Yeah, that guy's asshole. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike.
Well, we'll wait for the we'll wait if there's a terminal diagnosis, and you know.
Then.
Well, anyway, maybe we'll talk about talk about that off stream.
Say what?
Maybe talk about that off stream.
Talk about what?
Never mind.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. I'll skip that. Skip over that. Negative. And but anyway, thanks a lot, guys, and thanks a lot for watching Zach to where he is highest on, you know, during the day, and I know that there's somebody else themes during the day who gets hammered every fucking day, and not just
Oh, you don't gotta do them like that.
So I know it does, and I wouldn't say anything, but he shits on you all the time.
Yeah, I know.
I know you're non-confrontational.
I am.
I make up for it on the other end.
You sure do.
I'm super confrontational. If they would only allow me to shoot everybody on the fucking...
All right, so guys,
If
he really appreciates all of the kind words.
Hold off the side.
Everybody, yep, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I will call you later.
Okay, and I just close with one thing. Zach really has come through for me. He does my shopping, my laundry, helps pull my ass out of the fucking bathtub.
Yeah, you gotta get your old ass out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's how. I mean,
Jesus.
How sorry is that? But, you know, I'll come back as best I could.
Yeah.
Well, one last thing. When I joined the Army and I went in basic training and went on hard labor within 10 days, in basic training,
Yeah.
spent, you know, a week in a hospital with a URI because we never had any hot water. I was the guy who had to get underneath every barracks. Everybody else gets hot water. By the time I get off hard labor, I get a shower in cold water, you know.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I come home on my 3-day pass between Fort Benning, where I got basic training, and Fort Knox, where I got tank training, as I was a tank driver. And I got out of that as quick as I could, as sergeants told me, when you go over there to Nam, I went to a special class for the last week of tank training on Nam, and the guys who had been there told me about it. The sergeants, and their last day, their last closing thing was, so what all this guy shows you guys is, you know, it's tough being tank over there. The first thing you do when you get over there is get the fuck out of a tank, because they just wipe those guys out.
All right.
And they were making sergeants. They were called instant. What is it? Take and bake or whatever the fuck it is. Sergeants in 6 weeks. There are 8 weeks of extra training, and then you're an instant sergeant. That's how fast they're killing those guys off. And they needed sergeants to be tank commanders, and sergeants who were sergeants, they knew to get the shit out.
What was the one more thing?
So the one more thing was, I go home on leave. First day, I say hey to my friends and everybody, and you know, tell them what a shit time I had, you know, getting, you know, work details and all the other crap, and getting the crap beat out of me by big guys with the bugle sticks, you know, getting on bugle fighting.
Yeah.
And then me dropping them by sticking my bugle stick, well, it was supposed to be a rifle, between their legs, flipping them on their fucking back. Then it was my turn. And they would just let me stand there and beat the fuck out of these fat guys, these big guys. I love that shit. But that was the good part of training. But
Well, after it's all said and done, you know, you're 78, your neck's fucked up, you've got all these injuries. Do you regret any of it?
I regret I didn't come down heavier on a lot of people.
Okay.
And but as far as my life goes, it's not a matter of regretting. What was I gonna do?
Yeah.
My mom hated kids, and they say,
Well, I mean about like all the injuries and stuff.
well, the biggest injuries are actually in your fucking head and your heart.
Oh, jeez.
And that's the truth.
Yeah.
You take the hits from your own mom, who's supposed to be looking out for you. Your old man's, you know, when you get beat up by adults, when you're a little kid, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and you're taking hits in the side of the fucking head all the time, punched, hit with everything that they can pick up, which for my old man, I used to take one of his slippers and throw it down the incinerator. And I'd hear him in there saying, Joe, that's my mom, you know where my other slipper is? And I'd be in my bedroom laughing my ass off, confined to my room. Oh, I don't know. Where are my new gold couplings? I can only find one. Do you know where I put these? Have you seen the other one? No, nobody's seen it because it's down in the fucking cellar being burned up, you fuckhead. And that's why by the time I got 16, I could really kick his fucking ass. So that was fun.
Yeah.
I wanted to get back some more people, but
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the one thing. Yeah, for sure.
on the way here, I had 3 days travel time. First day I spent seeing my friends and my mom. My mom. I never got a single hug from my mom ever. Never heard I love you, nothing. And that's the way it went her whole fucking life until she died stark raving insane. But all beside the point. Second day, I go out with my little brother, who's like 7.5 years younger. And he's a Boy Scout and all this. I was like, I don't know what the opposite of a Boy Scout would be, but that was that. And he took out some records. Like my mom's second husband loved this Irish music record.
Mm-hmm.
And if I heard Danny Boy one more time in my fucking life, I think I would have cracked.
Yeah.
So one of the first record we threw up was that one. We all hated it. And Lee was such a good guy, but Lee, the Danny Boy thing, it was too much.
Yeah.
So, and I have my shotgun, my 12 gauge, that pistol that I have now.
Mm-hmm.
And so bam, we're blowing away records, and I had a mark on my over my big toe on my right foot, and I was gonna blow it off, and I knew I could take the pain, but so I had it aimed down. And Gary goes to throw up the next one, and I thought, oh boy, get ready to start practicing your Boy Scout skills here,
yep.
Benny. And he had never driven before. And we were out in the woods, and so he was going to have to drive the car out, never driven. And meanwhile, my toe would have been blown off. And so I aimed down there, and he threw the record up, and just reflex, I shot the record. So I said, okay, next time we got to stick it around in the other chamber, a full choke. And he, this is going to be good. I couldn't do it. I couldn't blow my fucking toe off. What a pussy. I said, God, kid, wake the fuck up. Come on.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it. So I get back in the car. I said, well, I figure, I'll get in half of this. So I told my brother, get behind the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
He said, well, I can't drive, Pa.
Yeah.
And I said, just try it. It'll just out of the woods. It'll be easy. All you got to do is follow the ruts. And then I told him where to put
Yeah,
it.
you had him drive, and you did the same thing to me, too.
Yeah, same thing. That's the way you learn to fucking drive. I mean, I'm going to be a pussy. We're going to teach you by buckle your seatbelt. The car didn't even have seatbelts back then, So, get in the car, and I turned the radio down, get a little consideration because it was distracting. I like to listen to it way up loud, you know how it is.
Yeah.
And so we get out to this little side road, and he says, okay. And I said, well, there's nobody coming. Just cross the road, we'll go over to the highway. Highway 9, really, really busy. And we get there, and it's like semi-rush hour. And they used to have bumper stickers, pray for me, I drive on US 19.
Yeah.
And so I said, all right, let's go. And he freezes, He said, no, look at all the cars. And I said, well, yeah, when you drive, there are other cars on the road, Gary. And so he freezes. I just stuck my foot over there and kicked his foot off the brake and hit the gas. And I said, you better steer right, buddy. You're going to go crash my car across the street. And so, this is a 2 or 3 lane highway. And so he did. And I said, just steer it straight. stay between us. Stay, because it's like coloring in your coloring.
All right, all right.
Get mine.
All right.
I made him drive all the way back home.
All right.
And so at least I got that out of it. But anyway, on to Fort Knox, and we looked at some of those pictures yesterday when I was at Fort Knox at the Tank Museum. So, and then one of my goals in life was to be in the Army, fighting a war, along with having a beard and having a tattoo and, being a badass shot and all that. So I accomplished all my life goals by the time I was about 24, 25.
Yeah.
And the rest of it's been like making it up as I go along.
Yep.
And that's why I've been through many things. And that's what I don't regret.
All right.
Because I moved states when I was a kid. I was a carpenter. I was a sergeant in the Army, just like I wanted to be. Went to a war. And all these different things that I wanted to do. Learned about who Plato was and did all that. So I've done it. I did it. I was a carpenter contractor.
Yeah, no, you did everything, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, damn near everything. I have to think for a minute. I'm sure I missed something, but not much. College professor, and and I was a bum. Just was out on the road. Back then, you could hitchhike, and I would hitchhike around all around the southeast.
Yep.
Different states and everything. Ride in a hippie van, and I rode around with them for 2 days getting stoned, and it was great. We were just permanent stoned with a couple of hippies.
Do you remember whenever you said just one more thing?
No, yeah, well, you know how I am. There's always one more thing. I'm done with that thing, and now I got one more.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, I'll give you a call later on.
Thanks to everybody. I don't know what I did. I didn't get the beginning of when he started talking about this.
Yeah.
But I love the way you guys say he just keeps going. Yep. And I just keep going.
That's right.
And I cuss them all the way. I fight them all the way. I fuck them over all the way that I can. And with my friends, I give them money when they need it. I'm there for them always. And so I give as good as I get, and I give as bad as I get, too.
That's right.
And that I'm really proud of.
All right.
So, thanks, guys. Thank you, Zach, my son. Who I had faith in him, even when I didn't have faith in him.
Yeah. Even when you shouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean, you blow off a shitload of my money going to junior college.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and again, min-maxing like he did. That used to piss me off so much, but in a way, he learned it from me, so what the fuck. And then this comes along. All I wanted to do, Paul, was play video games all my life. Fucking play. I didn't get a chance to play after I was 7 years old. I was changing my sister's diaper when I was 8 and she was 2 months old.
Yeah.
And this wasn't Velcro diapers, this was with the fucking safety pins. And my mom and dad would go out partying. I wouldn't even know where they were. 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm still up. I'm 8 years old, taking care of a baby. He's 2 months old. And that was my sister. So, it was tough, but I made it. There we go. Only part way, see? I'm not done yet. I like the way you made it kind of look like a dick.
Well, that's just how it is.
So, you forgot, the head flares out a little bit.
Yeah.
They haven't done anything to my dick yet. It worked. They tried everything else, but,
Yeah.
But the bottom line, thanks to all you guys. Thank you, Zach. I want to say that, get that out there. You really came through for me more than anybody else ever has come through for me, I think. I'd have to think about who that would be. Pop Bush. Maybe shooting himself up with his painkillers he's supposed to be taking by mouth.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I got back from Nam, died within a month or two. So, you know, there are some people who came through for me, but never more than Zach has. So thank you, son, and again and again, infinitely, and thank you guys.
All right.
I will now. You can come to the end of the dick, and I've screwed around here enough, and I will see you later on, pal.
All right, yo, and I love you.
Yo, I've left you from the get-go.
Yep.
I made the call that you were born.
Yeah. Well, everybody makes mistakes, right?
No, that was the greatest damn decision after all those shrinks told me, oh, don't have any babies, you'll abuse them. Like I did, and then it occurred to me when I'm like 30-something years old.
Yeah.
That, holy shit, what am I talking about? And that's when your cousin Mike came to live with us.
Yeah.
Why don't we have, well, we don't have kids because your mother refused to get a job. But, you know, and then the day we were breaking up, you know, she shows me the fucking pregnancy thing. And what should I do? I don't know. I'll do whatever you want, Bob. You know, so it's up to me. And I said, I'm not going to kill my own kid. I mean, or give him away to somebody. I mean, what the fuck? And so, that was one of the best decisions I ever made.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Well, yeah, because you're here. It wouldn't be appreciated otherwise. Well, you wouldn't be anybody. Would have been nothing.
Yeah.
You would have been a little blob and they sucked out of your mom.
Yeah.
So, but best call I ever made, and I'll see you later.
All right. Yo, I'll talk to you later, Pa.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye-bye.
All right, yo, bye. I honestly, I thought he was about to do that one more thing, bro. I thought we were about to go back to the beginning. Yeah, and so that's it. Yeah, one more thing, bro. Like, there it is. And so, man, that's the shortest phone call I've had with him probably this week. And so, yeah, we're going to record some of the videos. He's had like a million fucking stories to do. Honestly, this whole fucking... fucking cancer shit, hospital visits, you know, medical entropy bullshit. I've been like, man, like, we gotta get this shit done. Like, so I've been, so we have like all these like family photos and shit from like fucking, the like 1700s and shit, or 1800s. And, we're trying to get all of them organized. I have like 80% of them done. And I'm going to record them and have them tell all the stories. I'm going to put them online. And so that way people know. And so that's it. And so, yeah, that's what it is. And I thought I didn't have cancer. It was a gallstone problem. That's what we thought, too. And turns out that was not true. And so that's it. And anyway, George Washington photo, not that I'm aware of. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on with me. That's why I was gone for a couple of days, few days. And that's just how it is. That's just the way it is. That's where we're at, and we're gonna do our best. And yeah, that's it. Is it treatable? Yeah, they're treating it. They're working on it. I mean, obviously they're gonna try and do whatever they can. I mean, that's what makes sense. And it hasn't metastasized or gone anywhere else. And so again, count your blessings. It's one of those situations, right? And so that's it.